Hey, what's up? This is Ticker the Trader, and I'm very happy to be, hanging out with you today. I don't have that much time, but I just wanted to let you know where we are in the market. I would think that all of you are panicking, right? Everyone's freaking out. Well, guess who's not freaking out? I'm not freaking out. Some of these stocks, yes, we could sell, but as of right now, we're not in that bad of a place. Let's see what's going on. Obviously there's news coming out, but again, head over to my page real quick. This is a little plug. Go to Ticker the Trader for the Polaris Trend Indicator. You want to see exactly how this indicator works, what my settings are, and over here all I'm doing is asking you for $1 a day. That's all I want. Head over to indicators, right? Polaris Trend by Ticker the Trader. There's 8 people currently using this indicator right now. I'm really happy that we're building a following now. People are using this. So SPY, right? Let's head over to this. Again, we're looking for candles and we're looking for columns, right? So this is the only indicator that you're going to need in order to beat the market and be ahead of the game. What I'm seeing right now in SPY, right? It's a terrible day, right? 1.12%, whatever, down. We're still issuing a green weekly column. That is telling me that we bought down here. I set these up last week. 556.11 was where we purchased our shares, right? We built a position down in here. Now we're gapping up. Yes, it's red. The week is technically pushing up and having a hard time getting over 570.73, which is the high of the previous candle. But we're not in bad shape. I would still say this is a hold. If we go to the daily, okay, fine. We hit our resistance, and now we're shooting back down to support. If you would like to take 50% off just to take profits, I would have right here at 573.74 at the beginning of the day. When this particular column issued red, we would have taken half profits here. Sometimes you just want to take half profits in case if this turns up and moves to the upside. So as of right now, I'm still issuing SPY as a hold. If you choose to take 50%, you could do it now. You could do it at 573.90. Unfortunately, if you don't own the Polaris Trend Indicator, you wouldn't have gotten out here because you wouldn't have been seeing the signals. It's now, almost 3:30. So, so you're kind of behind the game. So you need the Polaris Trend Indicator. We're moving to the Qs. The Qs is still a hold. If this weekly column turns red, I'm getting out of my position, 100%. There's no way I'm staying in this position if this particular column closes red. And obviously, if we move over, again, as I said before, 490.57, we bought at 479.26. If you choose to take half profits now, that's still not a bad trade. That would have been, you would have made a 2.33% win. So I'm still going to say that the Qs are a hold or sell at half a percent. TLT is still not looking good. So this is still a sell. No, we don't want to get into TLT right now. TNA, we're still moving up just like the other stocks. Still a green column. Daily showing red. You could take half profits or hold your shares at 30.33. Everyone always says the longer you're in the market, the better you're off. And this might be the case. This might be a small, I know that every single time we go down, right, we're making lower lows. This might be your first higher high and moving up the market. So you never know. So I would hold 50% of my shares and then move and then add when the daily candle gets green again. Tesla had a huge pump yesterday, now retracing a little bit. We bought it $234.13. That is, we're still in a buy. On the daily chart, we really still haven't closed under the bottom of this candle, which is 271.28. I mean, we're currently under it, and we may close in a couple minutes. But you could take half profits. I actually think that I still think that this is a hold. Apple is a buy. We're moving up. We're not moving down. This is on a weekly, so you got to be nimble as well. Let's see. On the daily, we're still issuing green candles. So if this turns red tomorrow and we have a red weekly column, you can get out. You can close your shares. But that's still a good profit, because if you really think about where you'd be where you entered to where you would exit, that's still a 3% win right there. Nvda, no good. We said it was a buy, and it was because of this, but I sold personally at 118.97. I am still convinced that this is going to come back down and hit either $96 or 103, somewhere in the range of 104.95, somewhere in that area. I still think that like the market, it wants to get stupid and push it down. So I'm going to change this to a sell, right? We don't need to be in this trade. And Nvidia moves a lot. Amazon, nice little push up yesterday. We're still good. On a daily, we could sell half shares. It's up to you. I am probably going to hold and see what happens tomorrow. Google, this is not looking good. Daily, not looking good, and this is definitely a sell. I would have sold at 170.63 and then try to get back in on my shares there. So I'm going to issue this as a sell. We'll get in at a better price. Meta, weekly. We said that this was a hold. We're still issuing a green column on the weekly. Daily, you could sell half your shares or you could let it ride. So I'm going to say that this is still a hold. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Microsoft is technically, we're not looking great. I know I said that this was a buy. It's because we were issuing green candles, but you would have sold at 392.60 or half your shares there. You could still sell half your shares because we would have entered at 384.81, somewhere in that zone. So this is a good time to maybe sell. I don't like the fact that we're showing two red columns right now. SoFi, love SoFi, but still moving up. Still moving up, even though we're seeing a green column here and a red candle. I still have faith. We still bought down here at 11.31. That's where we bought. So, and we're at $13 a share. I still think SoFi is a buy. If the weekly candle turns red, then I'm out. So now we've got Palantir on the weekly, still moving up. Still think it's a buy. This, not so much. I'm actually gonna turn this into a hold. But if we get another red candle tomorrow and we start moving back down into here, I would probably sell at 90.66. AVGO, I said wait. We're still waiting. Isn't this great how the Polaris Trend Indicator works? You just kind of, look at that. I told you for the past 3 days, wait. Do not buy shares, and here we are. Still moving down. Love it. You're welcome. I hope you get rich off of AVGO if you're an AVGO fan. Uranium, love uranium stock. We're still issuing a weekly green column, but it's holding on by a thread. This is a good time to maybe take half profits. So I'm going to say this is probably either a hold or take half profits. SMH, semiconductors, not having a good day. This is a sell. This is a sell. And we didn't really, again, we bought in here at 218. You'd be selling at 222. You still made profit. Just live to fight another day. Oil, obviously we're moving up, right? The rest of the market's moving down. Why wouldn't oil start skyrocketing? If you're in UCO or Oxy, I still think this is a buy. This is great. Let's go to Bitcoin. Still a buy. We're still moving up. We're still moving up. Bitcoin's definitely, trying to churn over, trying to hit its head on this resistance right here at 88.274. But I'm going to say we could certainly come down and break down to the lows. I would say if you're in over here at 80,000, you could take half profits and then just wait for this to turn up and then jump back in. And if it comes down, then you can put your money back in. It's totally fine. But as of the weekly, it's still looking like it's trending up. Same thing with Ethereum. We've got this green column. On the daily, we're showing red. Feel free to take half profits if you'd like, but I'd say right now this is a hold or take half profits. So I just ran through the list. Everyone, I hope this is Ticker to the Trader. Again, head over to Polaris Trend Indicator by ticker the trader and get this indicator. It's only $1 a day, and this will keep you safe in the market. It'll literally protect you. You know, it has an eye on you at all times. Obviously, I'm doing my weekly analysis as a proof of concept, but you know, sooner or later I won't be doing that, and I'm not always going to be here for you. So this Polaris Trend Indicator is the only indicator that you really do need in order to navigate the market, especially in volatile markets like this. So I hope today's live stream helped, and we will see you on the next one.